We're going to be diving into some habits that you can do to have a clutter-free home. So if this is something that you are interested in, stick around and I'll see you in the video. And these are the 6 things that I feel like have helped me and will continue to help me have a clutter-free home, as well as help you as well. So just jumping right on into there. If you've been on my channel, I've mentioned this before, but the first thing I think you can do to have a clutter-free home is, one, pick a day to toss stuff. So my day is Tuesday, which is today. This day is very helpful to me. It's because I know it's a time frame, it's a crunch. The truck is going to be running typically around the same time each week. Get a bag, get things, take to the road, toss it. One, you can't go back to the road to get it because the garbage truck is going to be done picked it up. It's a guarantee. You got it at your house. I know everybody say just go ahead and toss visible trash. If you've gotten past that stage and now you're looking around like, I ain't got no trash, what do I do now? Okay, well, let's start with some things that, let's say this is what I did earlier. I said, well, let me go to that closet where I put my on time will tell clothes. And I pulled out, I didn't pull out the whole bag. That would have been overwhelming. I would have been like, well, I don't know. I pulled out the first 6 things. Y'all, the first item was, this used to be a dress. I pulled this out and I was like, I just don't like it as a dress. So I made it into a shirt, and that's what I'm just rocking for today. We'll see how I feel and whatnot. But I love it so far. But it's just like upcycling the things that we already have. But I also know that if I ain't got all day to try to decide whether or not I want that dress, the truck is coming. I either want it, wear it, put it in my closet, or toss it, donate it. Whatever you got to do, you have to get out your house. But pick whatever day it is for you. If Monday is not your day and you feel like I just can't do that much on a Monday, there's too much thinking. I'm a Monday person. I'm a morning person. I'm an every day of the week type person, to be honest. But if you just have to pick your day and say, this is going to be the day, every day of the week, that I'm going to go and go through my house and just, just toss some stuff. And we're going to be like goal oriented with this. And we're going to say, I'm going to toss. Start small. I know 12 is a big number for some. And it's like, how do I think of 12 things when, if I could do that, I would have been done toss. I don't know. Go through your mugs and say, I'm going to toss 5. I don't know, if you got a whole cabinet full of water bottles and it just overwhelms, you're not drinking out of all of them. You're probably using the first 3 in the front. Like, you have to start somewhere and be realistic and be real with yourself about what it is that you need and what it is that you want. And that brings me to backing up just real quick about like making sure that we have a clutter-free home. Ask yourself, why is it that you want a clutter-free home? Like, what is it about saying my home is like clutter-free, my home is clean, my home is, I have minimal things. Like, what about that appeals to you? I can tell you what appeals to me about it. I love feeling like that I have things in order. I love feeling like that my space gives me like freedom to just breathe, if that makes sense. Like, there used to be a time where I felt like I needed a whole bunch of stuff to like feel something. I don't know what I was trying to feel, but it felt like I was trying to feel something. Like, I needed handbags coming in 2 or 3 times, a month. Like, I just needed to have a new purse, a new purse, a new purse. Now I've decluttered my bags down to the purses that I really feel like joy from. Like, there was a lot at the beginning, I will admit, that I feel like I felt joy in every purse that I got. Of course, that's the reason I purchased it. I really didn't. I was feeling guilty about not wanting to get rid of it because I knew I had spent money on it. But we spend money on everything, correct? Unless everything in your house is something you done stole or some people, everybody just done gave it to you for free. To be honest now, we spent money on all of this stuff. So I had to go through and I was like, what of the items that I have actually brings me joy? If that's what I'm looking for, or what in my house brings me peace, or what you're trying to have, like whatever it is that's wanting you to have a clutter-free home, you have to use that as your basis so that when we get down to the list to number 4, it'll make sense. But you have to know what is the bigger goal, what is the bigger picture, so that on those days when you're just tempted to just keep those what if items, or oh, maybe I'll be back in a size 12. Baby, I ain't been a size 12 since probably 5th grade. I am not keeping that dress thinking that I'm going from a 20 to a 12 this year. Like, that's just not realistic, and it's okay. And it hurts because you have to be honest with yourself. Like, hey, I messed up. I spent a lot of freaking money that I shouldn't have. Okay, a lot of us have. We've gotten past it. get over it. We've gotten past it. We spent the money. We can't get it back, and it's sitting in our house. It's not gonna give us the money back. You know what I'm saying? So just picking a day to say I'm gonna toss some things, and if you're past that, I'm through picking up trash. Let's your house that you will see the biggest like transformation. If it's coming through your front door, which is what I'm gonna be working on this week, because we've started to sort of pile a couple of things up, and y'all, it's a shame right now. I may have to insert a clip, but we new heater, and then just sitting in the hallway. I have switched out heaters, y'all. It is July. We switched out heaters, and the heater that we took out is still sitting in my hallway. Like I said, this is July, so just think how long it's been sitting there. That heater's expensive. Yes, but the heater does not work. And when I say it does not work, it won't go past it's really hard to like light, if you know what I'm talking about. Like the gas heaters. You have to hold the ignition button down and it like beep, 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 and pop it. It ain't the time, maybe you have to pop it for it to come on. And then once it light, you're good. So I was like, is it something I should toss? Should I look and get it fixed? At the time of it was cold, we needed heat. So of course we went ahead and got another heater. But the thing is to say, that's an item I've been holding on to because I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do with it. Is it something worth giving away? Do I call like I have to figure that out. But it needs to be dealt with because when I come into my house every day, it's a constant reminder. It sit there. Now we're sitting our shoes on it, But anyway, you have to pick a day, and today's that day because I'm like, I have to get rid of it. I have to decide what it is that I'm going to be doing with the heater. So, and make it a habit, and then be a little disciplined. Show up for yourself with this one. Show up for yourself with this one, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the next because I done spent long on the first one. And the next one is picking up around the clock. And what this is so if you're leaving one room and you see something in that area, pick it up and take it where it belongs. Yeah, when I first started doing this, I was picking up stuff all the time. But guess what? That's because stuff was not in its place. And whatever belongs in the kitchen, take it back to the kitchen. Or I'm going to go through and any dirty clothes, I'm going to go put it in the washing machine. And do what it is you need to do. But this will help you in the long run because you will start to see, like, as you start putting things back in their places, you will start to realize whether or not things have a place within your home. And everything should. So I'm going to give you another example. So when I was redoing my kids' bedroom, in my son's room, when I was doing like his toy bins, he has a bin for his dinosaurs, he has one for his Nerf guns, and one for his train set. So when I was going through all his stuff and I was like, dang, I have like these random like cars and Pokemon cards and things like that. I asked him, did he want it? He said yes, and he had like a little binder. And I said, okay, well, this little binder is for holding your Pokemon cards. It's enough. I'm not gonna designate like a whole bin for like Pokemon stuff. You don't have a bin for that. So I just sat in the dresser, like on his desk in the drawer. It came to cars, and I was like, I'm not gonna start a bin for cars because this isn't something he plays with a lot. So either we keep it or we get rid of it, but I'm not gonna make a place for it because there wasn't a surplus of it that I needed to say, hey, let me make a spot for it. It's like, I know if he's gonna go in his room and play with something, he's either reaching for a Nerf gun, his dinosaurs, or his trains. Like, and in the next will be his Pokemon card. I rarely seen him with the card, so I'm not gonna make a spot for something that we don't technically need. Does that make sense? I know sometimes we'll find something and say, okay, if I was looking for this, where would I look for it? Sometimes it's the fact of what exactly is it that you're picking up. Is it something you need like that one time out of a million? Like I have some the wall putty that you put on the wall, and I just been holding on to it, y'all. And I'm like, maybe I might need it again. Maybe I might need it again. Well, I've been trying to clean above my washer and dryer, those cabinets, for the longest. And it's like, I can't keep everything that's up there because I feel like, ooh, I may need all these different size screwdrivers. Honey, I don't know a lot about screwdrivers, but I know a lot of times if I do need somebody gonna say I need a Phillip. Do I know what a Phillip look like? I could probably pick it out the ones I have because it's the only one I actually reach for, So I'm not saying get rid of all your tools if you don't use it, but I'm just saying think about what it is you're keeping, why you're keeping it, and then if you have something that you need to put it back in its spot, Do you have a place for it? And if you don't, are you willing to make a spot for it? You know what I'm saying? So that's a start. It will really help you to declutter your home, because you'll start to say, hey, is this something I need, or it's like another decor piece? Is this something that I want to put out? If I'm storing a whole bunch of decor pieces, unless they're like seasonal, maybe you don't need it. It is. But if you know that you already have the max of what you want to have hanging on your wall, and on your entertainment center, or decor pieces on your kitchen counter, table, your dresser, then why are you holding on to it? What is it about it? We've already came across that bridge of we spent money on it. So we're through talking about that. We've already, gotten past that hey, we spent money on it. So okay, how about you take down what's on your wall and put that up? If it's no, I love that. Okay, well, do you not love this piece more? I mean, why are we holding on to? We can't keep everything. Like I said, it all depends on, back to your initial goal. Why is it that you want a clutter-free home? And are you willing to let this item stand in the way of that? You see what I'm saying? So just start there. And then the third thing that you can do to have a clutter-free home is stay off social media to an extent. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by this. So there are influencers everywhere. And what we take in, and this is all part of just having, like, being mindful in your living, is who you watch and what you listen to. They have a really big influence on you. There were I three YouTubers I used to watch a lot, y'all. A lot. And there's one that I still watch till this day, but I don't shop like I used to. Now it's something about me hanging with the three of them YouTubers together. It was like I'll go through one video to the next person's channel, to the next person's channel, and y'all, when I get through, it's like I need to shop, I need to go buy some. Like, I was just on how they just made it feel like I just need to go purchase something, and that's just being honest. But when I started cutting back, and I was realizing, like, hey, like, I don't feel like I need to be buying like makeup, because there was one point in time I was buying makeup, y'all. I wouldn't say expensive makeup, but I was like just going to the store, just buying different foundations, and just buying boohoo of eyeshadows, and trying out all these different lipstick colors. That's not even me. And I'm not saying that you have to be at Sephora or Ulta, or at one of your big, name brand makeup, companies or anything. If you're just running down the Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Dollar General, even Dollar Tree, if you're buying something that you do not need, and other people are influencing you to buy, you need to cut yourself back from them. And social media helped me with that. Like, I had to cut back and say, no, 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 no. I just can't. Even with like just having a clutter-free home, as far as like just clothes and what I'm bringing in, as far as like my attire and different things like that. There are some people that y'all are watching, even if they're not like clothing channels or channels that teach you. If you're watching somebody else's lifestyle and they're making you feel some kind of way about your life, and that goes a whole lot deeper than I just want to be in control of my house. That comes with a little bit more, I think, a little bit of all of us are being like, ooh, like you want that type of life, or some part of their life, or it's something appealing about their life that you felt like I need to be doing it, like I need to be booking these vacations, or I need to be doing all these photo shoots, or my kids need to be wearing this brand of clothes, or I need to be, signed up for this gym, or going to Pilates, or I need to be into yoga, or I need to be jump roping. Like, baby, I don't jump rope. I was watching people name me feeling like I need to have a personal gym at home. Yes, it's good that those people had me feeling like I need to be exercising. But me just going out spending tons of money and feeling like I need a section of my house, let me take from me and my kids and have a space where I'm finna dedicate it to an area that I most likely will not be using, because someone else has that in their home and they just make it look so pleasing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to not do that. And social media, whether y'all want to admit it or not, it does do it. Whether you're just scrolling on, TikTok, and you're just sitting there and you're just watching all these different couples, and it starts to make you feel some kind of way about your relationship. Or if you're just scrolling on there and you start seeing people, I used to see people just dancing and going and going. I'm like, dang, I wish I could do that. Okay, you can't, but you are able to move. God has given you the ability to be able to walk. You need to be blessed with that. You know what I'm saying? People only only post what they want you to see. You don't know how long it took them to learn how to do the dance. You don't know what it is, like what talents they have. God gave you other talents. You get what I'm saying? So having a clutter-free home, it's more than just, I don't have a lot of material things sitting over here or over there. It's also like a mindset, y'all, and what it is you want to bring into your house, like physically, emotionally, all of that just together. The next thing you can do to have a clutter-free home, y'all, this is number 4, is when you do go shopping, have a shopping list. This will help you with grocery shopping. I'm talking about if you just know you run to the Dollar Tree to just grab dish detergent and some hair ties. I don't know. You need to write that on a piece of paper. And if you can, just only take in $5. Only take in what you need. If you feel like that is too much, I cannot do that. Okay, well, that's you. I'm just trying to help. If you trying to cut back and you don't want to be bringing things into your house that you do not need, use lists when you go out. Y'all, we went out over the weekend, and I went into Marshall's, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to go in there, and I just want to look around." It's like, no, 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 no. Nah, we ain't just going there to look around, because it's gonna be something very pretty that's gonna catch your attention. What is it that you're looking for? And that's when I stopped and said, I do want to go in, and I want to see if they have the juicy bag. And I had to be very specific with myself, not just any juicy bag, because Sandra, you want the brown one. If they don't have the brown one or the wallet, you can come on out. Went in, I looked around. Of course, I looked through the purses 2 or 3 times. Then I went to the body sprays. My little girl sprayed one. It smelled good, and I started carrying it around. And I had to catch myself, and I was like, no, Cassandra, you have body sprays at home under your cabinet. You have sprays that also smell good. You have a spray in your purse that smells good. And you have one in your car that smells good. Like, you don't need another one. Of course they smell good. They're supposed to. Of course you were going to find one that smelled good to you. That doesn't mean you necessarily have to purchase it. So, what is it that you came in here with, which I had already put on my phone, but my list on my phone was actually only the things that I wanted when I went thrifting. Y'all, but I caught myself and I stopped and I was like, I don't need this stuff. So I put it down. I put it down, and we left the store proud to say we did not get anything. Y'all, that was a big girl moment for me. That was a big girl moment for me. Yes, grown woman over here, 2 kids, and I left Marshall's and didn't buy anything. I'm telling you, it's a good feeling when you know you can go into a store, you can look around, you can have the experience, enjoy all of that, socializing, whatever you feel like you do when you go shopping. But if you don't need something, don't buy it. And if there is something you need, write it down. Yes, there's always something in the store, or it'll be like, oh, I didn't know I need. My little girl had picked up some strawberry shaped ice cube trays, and I was like, baby, you don't even care what color or what shape your ice cubes are. And if you do, we have some trays at home. Like, we have a couple of trays, but they don't have to be strawberry shaped. And I'm not gonna pay $7.99 for a tray, a silicone tray, so your ice cubes could be a strawberry. If that's what you like and that's what you're into and that's how you treat yourself, fine. That's not what I needed, and I'm trying to have a clutter-free home. And right now, I'm not trying to bring things into my kitchen. I'm decluttering and making that space a spot where I can easily come in after work or get up in the morning or whenever I feel like it, easily go into my kitchen, prepare a meal, put things back, and come on out. And me bringing in more items that I don't need does not align with that goal. So, hey, we didn't get it. But yeah, making sure that when you go shopping, you take a list. It'll really help you to see what it is that one, you pretty much don't need to be leaving with something that's not on your list. I'm telling you, just don't need to be leaving without it. And then the 5th thing that I have on my list is to have a purpose for each area of your home. So these purpose for these areas need to align with what it is that you want. So with me having a clutter-free home, I want it to feel like I'm in control of my space. It gives me the freedom to live and not be like anxious and feeling like I'm always on go, like trying to clean, like I can't really think in my area. So with me, each area of my home, let me just break it down. So when I come into my house, my entryway, I want it to be inviting. I want it to be clear. I don't want to walk in and I'm tripping over things. Right now, I'm not tripping over that heater, but it's starting to become a space where we're putting things on top of it. I mean, I need it out. So My purpose and my goal this week is to make sure that I'm clearing that way. This is the first area that I reach when I enter my house. My living room, I want this to be a spot where you can sit, relax, watch TV. So what did I remove from this area? I removed that Barbie dream house. I removed all my kids' toys. Yes, my kids can play, and yes, I know this is their home. This is going to be different for different people. Like I said, this is my house, and it's just my example. So my living room, if I want this area to be a spot that I want to encourage just sitting down, watching TV and a video game, that's all that I have in here. It's my TV and my kids' Xbox. If I want this to also be an area where I want them to read, then I will set up a little small area and I will put some books. My kids' books are in their bedrooms. If they want to read, their books are in their bedroom. Of course, they can get a book and bring it to the living room if that's what they want. But I do not house them here because I don't want that here. Just like my journals. Of course, I can get my journal and come sit in my living room or at my kitchen table and do it. But I have a spot designated for that. My bedroom is an oasis for me. It's a place for me to come in and to relax. It's to get away from people when I do have them days where I have company and I just need to like take in and just get to myself. So that's what my bedroom is. My kids for the long, it was like, why can't I leave this back here? No, no, no. Your water bottles, your dolls, your Pokemon cards. I need all things kids, all things toys, not past that door. That master bedroom is my space and I want it my area and I want it clear. And that's how I left it. A lot of my crafts and things like my sewing and a lot of like my journals, like I have a boohoo of journals. Like my everyday journals are in there, but like all of my like big book items, I have them out in my she shed. Y'all, I'm promoting and making that area what I need it to be. Board games and all that no longer in my bedroom. This space is going to be for relaxing. And when I see board games and baby dolls and Pokemon cards, that's not relaxing to me. You see what I'm saying? My bathroom, I wanted to feel spa-like. So what did I do? I cleared it out. I made as minimum as possible. Just like my example when we go on like go to hotels and on vacation, you keep your bathroom minimum. I have 3 simple frames on the wall. I keep my curtains, my shower curtains minimum. I don't have a curtain over that window. I keep that with natural light. My counter is clear. There's a candle and a holder and some soap. My mirror is kept clean. Anything on the cabinet is minimum. My tiles, I keep them the same color and it's neutral colors and I keep it together. That's it. I keep it as minimum as possible because that's what I want to feel when I go into my bathroom. My kids go into their bathroom. It's a little more bright. It's a little more cheerful. It's more inviting for them. My bathroom, I don't need that. I don't need all that when I step into them. When I get off work and I step in there, I don't want no giraffes or prints slapping at my face. I don't want that. I want it calm. I want it neutral. That's what I want to see when I come in from work. Like that's just realistic. Be honest with yourself what it is that you're looking for when you get there. So same thing for your kitchen. What do you want your kitchen to be? If it's a place where you want, to have big family gatherings, where you might want to have a table that sits a couple of people. You also want to make sure that table is clear so that whenever the times permit, you're not cleaning off your office and everything else that's on the table. You want to make sure that area promotes the life that you're trying to be living. So you see what I'm saying? So that's what you need to do for each area of your house. What it is that I want in that area. If it helps to take everything out of that area and say, hey, I'm going to remove everything out of my living room. What do I want my living room to be? Okay, we need somewhere to sit. We need a table and a TV. Let's start there. Okay. Do I want things on the wall? I don't know. Well, let's bring in one item at a time. Let's hang it up. How do you feel? Is this enough or not enough? Pick another item. Let's bring it in. Y'all, I only have 3 things on my wall in my living room. That's it. I don't care that this whole wall right here to my right is bare. I like it. I love it. And I'm not changing it. For the longest, it was like I had to hang up stuff because this big mirror was given to me, from this family member. This was passed down. But I don't need it. It was too much for me. And that's just not the area I'm trying to live in. I'm not trying to sit in my house feeling like, well, I got this hung up and, for that one time a year. If somebody show up and they can say, hey, you hung up what I gave you. No. I'm in my house 365 days a year, and I want to make sure when I'm in my house I don't feel guilty because this is hung up on the wall. I don't really like that, but it was passed down, or my auntie gave me that, or my mama gave me this, or no. I love my house and I love the things around me. You see what I'm saying? So make a purpose for each area of your house. This has to be something true to you. A lot of this is going to be deep, y'all. A lot of this is going to be deep. But you have to ask yourself, what is it that I want for that space? It does not matter if other people feel like you don't need a reading nook in your house. I ain't never seen you with a book. If you want a reading nook in your house and if you want to start reading, set you a spot up in your house for it. It don't matter if it don't make sense to nobody else. It don't matter if your husband or your wife, your kids, and mama, you ain't never read, or daddy, you ain't never read, because I don't know who watching this video. It does not matter. Tell them you going to start reading. And you're going to set up a spot, and that's where you're going to do it, period. And that's how you're going to set it up. That's what you do. You set yourself up, baby. That's what you set yourself up for success. Don't worry about what nobody else saying. It ain't got to make sense to nobody else. It don't. It just don't. The last thing that I have to, out of the habits to have a clutter-free home is be patient, y'all. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with this process. Having a clutter-free home does not happen overnight. Yes, you can see videos where people do the little and then everything is gone. Y'all, there was time. There was time in between there. And we could all just go and just be snapping, cleaning that house up. We all be doing that. It does not work like that. It takes time in between those clips of them having this and stuff gone. Y'all, that's not realistic. You need to sit down and say what it is that you want. Go through your items. Keep what you love. If you love everything, okay, let's go to the next step. What is your goal? And is this in alignment with that purpose? You need to start there. If you feel like, well, all of this is in alignment. Okay, well, how much of that item do you need to still be in alignment with that? If you're like, okay, I'm at that goal. Okay, well, maybe that's, you need to bring that, you know what I'm saying? Just keep tweaking and twerking it and changing it. You know, there would be some mistakes made along the way. You may toss something in a month or two down the line, or maybe in 3 days, or maybe 2 hours from now, realize you tossed something. Last Tuesday, when I was cleaning, I was doing my son's room really quick, him and my little girl's room, and I was going through and I was picking up the stuff. I think one of his letters fell off the wall, and I had tossed it on the bed when I was putting all the stuff up. Instead of me just stopping, running to get a nail, hang the letter back up, I end up tossing one of the letters that goes in his name with the trash. It wasn't until the trash had been taken out and gone, and I was back in his room, and I was like, where is the letter H for your name, Mama? And I was like, oh my goodness, I tossed it. Yeah, I didn't mean to toss that, but it was on the bed with everything else that I was getting ready to toss, and it went. But hey, that letter cost what, less than $3? I can pick another one up at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I'll get another one. You know, so yeah, mistakes can be made, and we can't just go and say, hey, it's gonna be through. Yes, the TV shows make us feel like all these big transformations can happen in like a quick amount of time, and big transformations do happen for them, but they have teams. They have teams of people, and they have people that are like, you know, professionals in these areas. We are everyday people trying to live a life that in an area that we love. We have to give ourselves that grace and give ourselves, you know, time, and just be patient with knowing that we can get our houses in order, you know, in due time. It just takes just that one step. And once you get rolling, y'all, and once you get on the road, and once you start, you're going to be like, oh, I just love this. And you're just going to keep on going. I want y'all to tell me in the comments, when y'all start get rolling and y'all start putting some of these habits into place, picking a day to toss stuff, picking things up as you go. Stop watching certain people on social media if they're influencing you to buy stuff or feel some kind of way with your life and how you're living. When you're going shopping, making sure that you're having a shopping list and sticking to it, y'all. There's going to be things in those stores that we feel like we need. We didn't even know they existed before we walked in there. Making sure that you have a purpose for each area of your house, and also asking yourself, why do I want that area to be that? Is that because everybody says your bedroom should be an oasis? If you want your bedroom to be an area that is fun and quirky and this, set you up a studio in there if that's what you want to do. Make your area what you feel like it should be. You know, make your area how you want to. And most important, y'all, be patient with yourself. We are human. It's going to take time. And, you know, this is just real. I'm here to be honest with y'all and let y'all know it's going to take time. This stuff does not happen overnight. I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. It's been a little bit of a long one. I think we're about 30 minutes on this video. But y'all, I am really passionate about this, and I've been working on this for the longest and just going back and forth. And I just want to come on here and just talk to y'all about some things I'm doing to make my house clutter free. It's not completely decluttered because we live in it. We are constantly bringing things in, taking things out. But you know what? I am aware and I am mindful of what it is that I bring into my house. And we will get there. We will get to that stage. And when I get to that, guess what? Things are going to be changed and I'm going to want things a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. It's progression, not perfection, y'all. And I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all have a lot of good things that y'all can take away from it. So, as always, be blessed, be sweet, and be you. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye, y'all.